Welcome to another edition of Jacqueline of All Trades, and this is part 3 of the cake decorating for the Switch Nintendo. So I went to the dollar store and I was actually quite surprised I was able to buy everything I needed there. So I just got like a 6-pack of M&Ms and I just picked 2. And those are going to be the big controllers for the Nintendo. Then what I did was I got a package of Twizzlers Twists. And what I'm doing right now to make the tiny little controllers, I am cutting this in 2 using a pair of scissors, that kitchen scissors that you don't use for anything else. And then once that's happening, what we're going to do is we're going to put them on the side. So they're going to look like little round, you see, we're going to sit them like that. So I'm going to just make a few of those. Let's see, we need about 8. So 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, whoop, the other way around. That one, okay, that one is not going to work. Let's see. That's 4. We need a total of 8. 5, 6, oops, 7, 8, and let's just cut a couple more in the event they get lost in the frosting. So basically what we're going to do is just put them that way so they look like little controllers. They are not perfect, but if you have, if you want to use a decorating bag, then you can just do little dots. That works too. So let's see here. Do we have that? Alrighty. Let's see how we're gonna. Maybe. Oh, I tell you what. Instead of putting them this way, I'm gonna put them that way. So it looks like they are little buttons because it's shiny. So the shiny side up. Okay, so we have the two big buttons, and then we have the little ones. And for this one, for the smaller one, I'm probably gonna use the other side of the Twizzler and see if I can just create a little button. I might. Let's see if we can do this. Try to make it a little bit more round. I don't know. Let's see. It's not quite. But doesn't matter. As long as there is something a little bit bigger there, that should work. Now, the other thing that I went to the dollar store and I was able to get are this frosting. So we have, it's a chocolate cake. It's very rich. The center is made out of, it's like basically whipping cream and pudding. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna melt this once for just 15 seconds or so to be able to spread them without getting any kind of marks on the cake. So the cake in the meantime is in the refrigerator. Now the other 2 things that I need to do is I need to dye the white frosting to make it the correct color for the switch. So let's do it this way. So I have these ones over here. Oh, the other thing that I was able to find at the dollar store, they have this Jello play and they have edible stickers. So I'm going to open those up and see if I can use them for either putting little, let's see, little stars or something. Let's see what we can do with these. So we have pudding, which we're not going to use. And here are the little stickers. And they're stuck to the box. Great. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to do beast mode right here. Okay, and there you are. Okay, perfect. They actually have some white backgrounds. So I'm going to open them and see what we can come up with. All right. So we have this types of stickers. Okay. And believe it or not, what I'm going to use is actually the tiny bit of white round things. And I'm going to try to make very small minus and pluses and different things for the controllers. I might not be able to do that, but we'll see. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted with that. Let's see what else. Okay. Now, the other thing that you're going to need for this cake is you're going to have some icing colors. And you can just get the 4 gel set. So this one has yellow, red, blue, and brown. And I really wanted this too. So let me get the cake out of the fridge. And the reason why you want to keep it in the fridge is because it's going to help with the setting process. So because we are going to decorate this cake in 3 different colors, well, we could use some sort of paper that will help the frosting not run. What I think it makes more sense is to actually divide the cake up. So we have here the original model. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut those to get the control sizes. So I'm just going to, this is just a butter knife. It's nothing, again, nothing extraordinary. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And the reason why you want to have a template is because it helps you remember all the little details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in separate little plates, and then we are just dealing first with the center screen, okay? And as you probably have seen in many Nintendo Switch, it's dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt the chocolate. Let's see, where is it? It's right here. We are going to melt the chocolate Pillsbury fudge and sorry, frosting. I'm so excited. I went to also Party City to get my son some, and I'm just gonna put it for like 15 seconds. So I got him, they have a Super Mario Brother candle, and as I was looking around, I saw one for Paw Patrol, and this is something that he used to watch when he was like 3 or 4. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tiny little cake, and I'm going to start with that one with Paw Patrol, and then I'm going to bring the big guns. But first, we're going to do Paw Patrol 2. So anyway, let's, whoop, too long. Alrighty, so this is about 30 seconds for the frosting. So let me just quickly get a plate to put the controllers on. Just so we can work in stages. As you can see, this is really not difficult. It's just a matter of doing step by steps. So you probably are aware that Rome wasn't built in one day, and no cake has ever been built in one day either. So I'm going to clean this knife. And what we're going to do, once this is clean, I'm just going to twirl, kind of stir really lightly the frosting. So I want it to be liquid. And the reason is because that way you won't get any kind of marks, any knife marks for spreading it out. So we're just going to go for it. Now when the cake is cold, like mine is, it will actually help solidify some of it. So all we're going to do is just put it on, and it will cover all of the sides. in one shot. Okay. So this one has a tiny bit of a bubble. You can just prick those. And let me see here, we just want to make sure that we're getting all of the sides. Now for the sides, it's perfectly fine to use your knife, but it's very important for the top that you don't get too, you know, too much into trying to spread it. So let's see, we are doing pretty good. There's just a little bit on the side. Let's see if we can do this. And we're gonna put this baby, this baby back in the refrigerator. So let's see, we got some here. I'm just doing that. And the back looks great here. Okay. And so, all right, let's see. I'm just going to try to level it. And in order to level it, what I'm going to try to do is just whack it a little bit. All right. And I'm going to wait till this sets. And when it sets, I'm going to use a spatula to lift this and put it in the final container. Now, what I'm going to do before I scoop it out, I'm going to cut with a knife so there is no drips or nothing funky, so it looks really nice. So I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.